straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense. Their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback.
And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and trying to get it out.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And the play fake, and now Heineke. Flushed out right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the gun, Heineke. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown from 13 yards out. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On the counter, Elliott. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
That is caught by Lamb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Heineke. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seven, our score after one. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Bulldozes past him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Heineke. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. From the shotgun, it's Heineke, eluding the pressure right. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage, It was nearly intercepted.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Let's go, D.
Off the play fake, Heineke. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, rolling to his right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Washington 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Heineke on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, check Mike, sit.
To throw is Heineke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Gibson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. From the 36, Heineke. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From his end zone, Wilson. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They find some open field here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Flush to his right. This to Jarwin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Heineke. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Heineke. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now Heineke on 4th down. Slings this deep for McLaurin, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard, where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On second down, Elliott once more. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A big play here for Dallas. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Heineke now. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. Here's Heineke. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Mike 18. Mike 18.
Watch 18.
They're going to try and throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Prescott now. Flushed out right. And he'll be be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Mike,
here's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Heineke's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Heineke. That one caught by the tight end Bates. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Throwing. Heineke eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Heineke throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
On 2nd and goal, Heineke escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Heineke. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson from 4 yards out. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. A first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 43 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Washington 25.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And the play fake, and now Heineke. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On play action, Heineke. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
2nd and 11 now. Well, Prescott here to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 56 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Third and short yardage. Heineke. That's caught by Sims. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Flush to his right.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One last shot now for Heineke. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive.